Wow, that looks like a bomb suit. This feels like overkill. This thing is so hot. Are you kidding me? These are all comments that we hear from people that are being introduced for the first time to Arc Flash personal protective equipment, also known as PPE. Many seasoned veterans that wear them regularly rightfully ask, are we making an already dangerous situation even more dangerous? Hi, I'm Joe Chacon, an electrical engineer with Podge LLC. I've watched the evolution of these arc flash suits, and I tend to agree with the qualified electrical workers questioning whether they are making an already dangerous situation even more dangerous. My mother was an elementary and preschool teacher for her entire career. She was very good at it because she invested herself in the lives of the children, not just teaching them reading, writing, and arithmetic. She taught for several years in a very rural and poor area that had 70% out of wedlock birth rate. Most of her students didn't know their fathers. One particular year, she had a prodigy who simply struggled with behavioral issues. He told my mother, who was his teacher, out of the blue one day the most astounding thing. He said, when I get older, I'm going to be a good father and pay my child support. The boy, albeit quite brilliant, didn't know that many fathers and mothers lived in the same household. My mother told her student this fact, and his eyes blazed with wonder. He was simply incredulous. I often think of that young boy when I think of Arc Flash PPE. Employees and employers will say with much conviction, we're going to wear our PPE. I admire the spirit of that statement as much as I admire the spirit of the boy wanting to pay his child support when he grows up. But both spirits are born out of a culture of just innocent ignorance. There is another way. PPE is the last line of defense. Something called the hierarchy of controls says we should eliminate the hazard if possible first and foremost. If that is not possible, then we should substitute for it. That is not possible, we should develop an engineered control system. If that is not possible, we should control the risk surrounding the hazard with administrative controls. Finally, when all of these are not possible, then we don the PPE, which is the last resort. We often pay for an IEEE 1584 arc flash study, which tells us which type of PPE to wear when doing energized work, or the lockdown tagout verification step, or live troubleshooting. How often do we think upstream of the hierarchy of controls and ask, is there anything we can do to eliminate the need for this PPE? There is a better way. Podge LLC has been very successful at helping clients ditch the Arc Flash PPE by going upstream on the hierarchy of controls.